Hey everybody, it's the Redstone Wizard here again, bringing you another Redstone tutorial. This time, what I got for you is probably one of the more interesting Redstone devices. I've made one before, but it wasn't as compact as this one. This one is actually just one wide tile, while the other one was three. Yeah, this is a lot better. So what it is actually a mixed box loader. Now, what I mean by a mixed box loader is I'm able to take and load shulker boxes up with just different items, stackable, non-stackable, doesn't matter. Load up the shulker box, and when no more items can be put in, breaks it and puts another one in to unload. Now the system is not perfect because I can't because I'm still working on trying to get it where the entire thing empties before more items get put in, but that's getting a little bit too difficult to do. So we'll just this is a good start. Now, in these chests, these 4 double chests, these are set up exactly the same way. We've got glowstone, totems of undying, instant health potions, crossbows, a variety of things. So, if we flip this lever, it automatically just starts dispensing the items out rapidly, like if you're doing a high yield raid farm. And things are loading up. Yeah, I know it's all just doing glowstone right now, but it just happens to work that way. And even if it misses one and it goes to the next one, that's because this ends up getting full. And hopper timings, and that's why I have multiples just to make sure. And I have the loop here just in case you get a lot more, you can just keep looping them around. Items will be eventually either despawned or picked up. And we're not worried about what order they go in at because some of them will go in through other parts and they will all actually end up getting loaded. You can add as many of these as you want because, like I said, it is one wide tileable. There's no special thing that you have to do for every other slice or every third slice. It's all the same. But as you can see, items will just keep going through, and these are these are double speed hopper unloaders. So that's what's going on. We're actually unloading all these items fast. But if we come down here and take a look inside this shulker box, we're getting items in and items going there, but it's more of here. So as soon as this runs out, we're going to start pulling in other things. This is running at double speed just to pull items and getting them into here fairly fast. But as you see, these trapdoors are going crazy, but that's because of how comparators work on Bedrock. And that is the only reason why. It's how they work on Bedrock. So, I've ran a few tests. This is just a bunch of other little things, and it works out pretty well. That was when I was doing some other little testing. I put, these broke because I forced them to break. But yeah, as you can see, it just keeps unloading, and when you're done, when the boxes are actually full, even if you have partial items in there, it will load up and keep going until it is ready to unload it all. And like I said, it doesn't matter what order you you don't even have to put filters on it. Separate your items out later. So, yeah, once we get it built, I'll do a prep box just to show you guys how it sets up for the breaking and everything. So, what do you say, guys? Let's get to building this thing. All right, everybody, we're back. And everything we need to build a single slice of this is inside the box. So let's take a look at what we need. You need 4 pieces of dust, 3 redstone torches, 1 repeater, 4 comparators, 3 sticky pistons, 4 observers, 3 droppers, 1 dispenser. Bring at least 8 hoppers. I will explain how to set up some other parts. And this is mostly for the shulker box loading. How you do it's up to you. You could do what I did here with the hoppers, or you could do it with water streams if you really want. It's entirely possible to do both of them. There's other ways you can do it. But bring at least 8 hoppers, a couple more, and this is per slice. So how many of these? Bring a shulker box like this of how many slices you want. 1 redstone block, 1 target block, 8 solid blocks, at least 1 transparent block you can place redstone on, plus 7 other blocks that you want. They don't have to be... I'm using glass for this. This is for whatever. 1 piece of packed ice, and this is for item transportation, and 2 random items. And obviously as many shulker boxes as you want. So, first thing is first is you're going to pick your location. I'm going to pick right here because, yeah, I had the box there already. What we're going to do first is set our dispenser right where we're going to want the shulker box to be dispensed at. Then we're going to grab our hoppers, throw 1 in the back, 1 going in there. Come around to this side facing the dispenser. Place a observer with a temporary block and a sticky piston going down. Now, grab your droppers. Place a dropper down, a hopper on top of the dropper, a dropper on top of the hopper, and 2 more hoppers. That right there is our funneling system that will put the items into the storage. Now, get yourself a piece of ice. You can place it there or there. Make sure you get something that you can control that these are available. Put a slab on top. That's the nice thing is this system, you don't have to put it on this side. You can put it on this side. In fact, you can even run them both at the same time if you want. Might not be as effective, but you could if you want. So, we'll hold off on that. I'm just leaving that slab up there. Now, we're going to go out a block. Place a solid block behind the dropper. An observer reading the dropper with a solid block, any random block you want, and a solid block. I forgot 1 item, and this item is whatever you want. You could use power rails and activator rails if you want. You could use pistons, hoppers, droppers, dispensers, and you can also use trapdoors. I'm just going to use a trapdoor for this. I did forget it in the parts list, but we want it on this block right there. Throw another comparator off of that. We're going to go and place blocks just like this. 1 going down, 1 going up. This has to be a transparent block. So glass, glowstone, anything that redstone can cut through. So I can place dust here, and if I power this block, this dust will be powered. We need this one powered. We need to get this one powered. So from here, we will grab our observers. On top of this trapdoor, on top of the trapdoor, we'll place an observer with a redstone torch. Grab your target block. Place it next to the torch with a dropper on top of the target block and a hopper going into the dropper with a random item in there. So now when this reaches a certain fill level, in fact, let's just do a let's do a check just so that you guys see what's going on. I'm just going to fill those with boxes because boxes can't be loaded in. And I'm going to do a temporary block, any block you want, a comparator, a solid block. If you're building it on this side, we'll use the hopper, the packed ice. If you're building it on this side, you will use a standard solid block. Under here, we'll place a sticky piston with the redstone block. Now, with this setup, if I come up here, break this because I'm just going to dump 2 buckets in there, and that will activate the system. And if I take and drop it off one more, this will not read. The system is designed that it's going to try at the 4th level, which in a dropper is 2 items. It will deactivate it will lock this hopper from items getting in and this hopper from items going through. So this will end up getting filled after clearing this out, then dropping in more. This will always be going. So next, on top of this piston, we're going to throw an observer. We're going to put blocks on top, on the face of this, right above each other, leaving this one alone. Now, if you want to do water streams, place your ice here. If you want to do just hoppers, you can go like this. If you want to do what I did, which was a double hopper, just like that, throw a block there and a repeater with a block behind it. Now grab your other 2 torches, put a torch right there, and throw a block on top of that. Grab your hoppers, temporarily place one there, place another one there, and then in this back one, throw your other random item. Now what happens is when this gets powered, when this gets depowered, it causes this item to shift. And then when it gets repowered, it shifts back. And we're utilizing that. So we will place a block there, a block up, grab your sticky piston, push it down, observer, and comparator reading it. And now, all you have to do is fill your system. And by fill, I mean put in more boxes in here. So if I grab this, wrong one, wrong side. Do I got any more boxes? Yeah, I should. There we go. Fill the system up. Load up all your boxes. Load your hoppers, your dispensers with it, because now I am going to first off break this. In fact, we're going to utilize the system itself. I am going to throw in just a bunch of buckets of water. Yeah. And as you can see, it's activating, and then now we got it filling up with buckets. It activated, shulk box breaks, goes wherever you want it to go. The rest gets loaded up. if there was more items coming in, they will still come in. And you just continue going on. So, and like I said, this is more designed for for farms and things that produce a lot of random items, because you don't want because it you end up having to make a massive sorter for just all those items to be pulled out. And if there's a lot of non-stackables, it can get a lot more confusing when building a shulk box loader. So that's why I do recommend mixed box loaders for things like that. Now, if you guys enjoyed the video, leave a like. If you have any questions or comments, leave it down in the comment section. If it's a major issue, I recommend joining my Discord. Link to that will be in the description. But you guys, if you want to support me, you can subscribe. But you guys, this is the Redstone Wizard. Enjoy building.